Okay, so this is a quick guide on how to find hot deals for free and how to get the phone numbers for free of these potential off market properties. So, the first step you have to take is basically go to propwire.com. Propwire.com is basically a data service or a data company that's offered for free by Jerry Norton, who's a multi-millionaire wholesaler who I follow on YouTube. And this is similar to PropStream and ListSource and pretty much all the other data companies. The only thing is that these other data companies you have to pay. And PropWire is completely free, and the data is the same. It's not as good as the one that I use, but it's pretty accurate. It's pretty good. Um, so once you sign up for propwire.com and you log in, this is how it looks. This is the main screen here. As you can see, you got the search bar here where you could put in the address, city, county, pretty much zip code, everything here. Um, and so for this training, what I suggest you do, and when you're starting off in Naperville, I'm sorry, that's going to be the town we're going to be working in. But when you're first starting off, I suggest that you work in your own backyard, meaning the city you live in. Start there. Uh, you know, Knock out a few deals, close a few deals in your own backyard, and then you could pretty much branch off to other cities. But I'd say in your own backyard is the best. So for this training, we're gonna actually go to Naperville, Illinois, and there it is. You give it a second here, and it's gonna tell you how many results you're gonna get, and it's 56,000 results. Now these are all off-market properties. Uh, as you can see, that's a large number, and basically that's just giving you all the properties in Naperville, meaning multi units, commercial properties, land. It's giving you everything. So we need to filter this down. So how this works is basically you're starting up here on the top, and you're working to the right, and you're going to be filtering down this number down to a low number, a comfortable number where you could target these people, really narrowing down the search. So you go off to the right here, and you go into this next option, this next filter, and you go to lead types. As you can see, the lead types here, you got a whole bunch here that you could search by. You've got vacant homes, vacant lots, properties that are MLS, active properties. You got up here absentee owners, and if you hover over the question mark here, it gives you a little description of what it means. Absentee owners is basically someone that owns a property but they don't live there, like a landlord. And as you even got cash buyers here. If you go down, you got it all here. So for this training, what we're gonna search for properties with low equity, and then once you click on there, you go off. You go to the next filter, which is property types, and you can see this list went down now from 56,000 to 3,000. Next, we're going to target single family homes. And then once you do that, you go over to the price. As you can see, that list amount or the results went down. And I like to target properties from the value from 0 to 400K. Once you click on there, that you see that narrows it down even further to 1,000. And then you go to beds and baths. I like to stick with 3 beds. You can pick whichever one you want. I suggest you keep this at any. And as you can see, it went down even further to 392. We're not done here. We're going to filter this down even more. And you click on more here, and you got all these other filters. So you go ahead and you click on this first one, property filters. You click on there. And what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be clicking on occupied. These are people that live in the homes. These, the owners actually live in the house. So we're going to go ahead and click occupied. That's the only one we're going to click on here. You're going to go down to owner filters, and then you're going to go ahead and do it again over here. Owner occupied, yes. And then you're going to skip over this one. You're going to go owner type. It's going to be individual because we want to target properties that are not owned by business or a bank. And then we're going to be targeting people that have been in their house more than 10 years. I like to say 10 to 40 years that they've been owning the property. And that's it for this training. Once you have 40 years there, you go ahead and you click on save and close. And as you can see, it narrowed it down to 20 results. Um, and pretty much these are all the properties over here off to the right. And as you can see, it gives you all the details about the property. It gives you the address, the number of beds, baths, square footage, single family, individually owned. It's an off-market property, and that's perfect. That's what we're looking for. So you go ahead and you just click on that address, and here it is. It shows you a picture of the property. As you can see, it's not a bad-looking property. You can see the bushes are overgrown here. It's outdated. You could just tell. And if right up here, you see you got all these options. You got the property, you got the owner information, comms, history, and market. If you go down here, so right now, what it's telling us right now that this property, in the condition that it's in, it's worth $210,000. If you go down here, it gives you the mortgage history. If you go down, as you can see, original loan amount, he bought it for 270. And right now he owes, as you can see, loan balance, he owes 218,000. He has a little equity in the house. Oh, let's see, 278, 270, 218, and it's oh no, actually he has no equity because they're saying that the house is worth 210 based on the condition right now. So um, he owes 218. Okay, so it seems we got something here because as you can see, the property it's older, it needs some updating. So it's obvious that this person hasn't done nothing to this property. Let's see how. Well, first of all, let's see who owns this property. This is Michael and Deborah Larocco. I hope I said that correctly. But these are the owners. And then if you come over, you could comp the property. You could get comps, and then we're gonna come over to history. As you can see, the last sale date, it appears that they bought the house in 2010. And it tells you here the document type, what type of loan they're on. I mean, they have right now currently. Um, yeah, and it gives you all that market. But here, this is where the magic is at. The market right now, the market trends in that zip code in that town is saying right now that the medium sales price, meaning the houses that normally sell in that area sell for 600 599 600,000. Let's round it off. And they had 87 sales year last year, and the properties have been on the market for 49 days. So look at this. It's saying this the properties over there in that area sell for 600 and close to 600,000, meaning properties that are totally done that look like HGTV homes. Um, that's what they're selling for right now, and that's where the opportunity is at. As you can see, it's close to $600,000 what the property's worth. But here, if you go down here, this person owes 218. Based on what I'm seeing here, this property probably needs. And we haven't seen the inside. So this property, I would say, it probably needs about 60 to $100,000 in repairs to get it looking modern. So if that's the case, right here, because he owes 218, and as you can see, the property could sell for 600,000. You could literally just offer this person um, $300,000 for their property. Now this you, you're offering 300,000 because you could sell it to an investor who knows who's actually going to do their homework, and they're going to know that this property could sell for 600,000. With that being said, once you offer him 300,000, now you can go ahead and add 25 to 50K to 100K. It all depends on you. Um, so for this training, if you offer the owner 300 and you add 50K, save that's for you. That's your assignment fee. That's what you're going to get at closing. Now you're going to offer 350K a cash investor. Um, and right there, cash. cash investors are going to jump all over this property because they know if they put in 100K or even 150K and they're all in at, say 450, even 500, they could sell this property for 600,000 easily, and that's a win-win for the actual buyer. So they wouldn't have a problem buying this property at 350 because they see the profit that they could be that could be made. Now everything depends on the condition of the property, obviously. Um, so that's pretty much wholesaling in a nutshell. You buy the property low. You put your fee attached to that amount, and that's what you offer the cash buyer and investor. Obviously, the numbers got to be there. It's got to make sense to everybody. But the beautiful thing about wholesaling is that everybody wins. The seller, I'm sorry, it was Michael, is getting, he's making at least 80K profit from the property. He has no equity according to what the property's worth right now. So he's making 80, you're making 50 or even more or less, whatever you want to charge. So you're making for literally not doing anything. You're actually, all you have to do is basically just call this person, possibly just visit the property. Um, and so you're making your 50, but at the end of the day, it's the cash investor who's really winning here because he's making the most money. So with that being said, let's find Michael's phone number. And like I said, I'm gonna take you to this website where you could get anybody's phone number for free, and it's called TruePeopleSearch.com. Here it is, TruePeopleSearch.com is usually the top one, for very first one that pops up. And I got to say, these phone numbers are about 80 to 85% accurate, and that's not bad for free. They're not. It's not as good as what I pay for, which is the accuracy of the phone numbers that I get from this service that I pay for is about 95 and above. But 80 to 85 is not bad at all. So the next step here is, once you're on TruePeopleSearch.com, you see you can search a person by name, phone number, address, email. So what I want you to do next is go here to Michael, Deborah, Rocco. You copy their name. You come back to True People Search, and then now you paste their name in there, and then you know that they live in Naperville. So you look for Naperville. There it is, Naperville, Illinois, and you search. Boom, and it's usually the very top one. As you can see, it's Michael LaRarco, and he lives in Naperville. So this is it. So what you do is you click on View Details, and there he is. This gives you his age, the year he was born, and there it is, the current address. That's exactly as you can see. Let's go back here. I'm sorry, it's running a little slow. There it is, 2226 Woodland. As you can see, we'll go back to True People Search, and you can see 2026 Woodland Circle, Naperville. And that's our guy right there. And as you go down, you can see, bam, there it is. There's his cell phone number. And as you can see, it's pretty accurate because it's saying it was reported in 2024. Also attached to this, you'll find some old phone numbers. It's very possible that he might have a landline as well. I mean, with older people, you'll be surprised how many people still have landlines. If you go down, it'll give you more information about the person. It'll give you his email. You can email him. And then if you go down further, you'll see the properties he's owned in the past, and then all his relatives. As you can see, Deborah LaRarco is right here. You can actually, if you don't get in contact with Michael, you can go ahead and reach out to Deborah. Right? It'll give you the same information here. So at that point, once you have Michael's phone number, you call him. You basically just reach out and just ask him, hey, I'm calling because I'm looking to buy in your area. And I was just wondering if you've considered selling. My buyers are all cash and they buy as is. And basically they're either going to tell you yes, no, or maybe, or call me later. If it's a yes, then you move on to the next step. And then if it's a no, it's a no. But if he tells you, hey, call me in a month, then you follow up in a month. And that's pretty much wholesaling in a nutshell. That easy.